on me. Work on me.
Hello, everybody. It is Christine. It is time for Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. And let me show you the pen that I've got here. It is by, well, Lemony Fizz posted it, or pinned it rather. Printables? I don't know. This might be their thing, with it, like a designer using it. I don't really know. I liked it because I think this is kind of neat where they've got like this layered triangle-y thing kind of going on here. I think that's a really good way to use multiple of a double-sided paper. And then they have this white triangle here. They've all got 2 photos. I've actually got 3. What I'm actually doing, you guys, this is my December 2023 hip kit. I've got to pull this out because it's too shiny. And I apologize for that. I've got my window closed. I've got my lights. I don't know. I'm so over this lighting here. And I'm so sorry. I got to figure something out, but I don't know. This is a December 2023, so this is a year old, you guys. I have got to use it. I've got to make a space. So, it's got all these snowflakes, which is cool, and I'll show you the pictures in just a second. All these little foam things. I haven't been in here in so long. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. How can I not have used these? I don't want to use the back of that. Let's see. I got to go through this because here's my pictures. It's from, oh, I got to get the date off of it. But this was a morning, we went to the gym. It hadn't started snowing yet, I don't think. But it was snowing while we were in the gym. And when I came out, this is what we had. It was so cold, y'all. I need to look up the date on it. I cannot remember if it was like January, February, something along those lines. Just, you know, obviously wintertime. And I thought to myself, okay, I don't know why there's a floral. This is cute. But I thought to myself, ooh, that's cute. Look at that. I could use that triangle concept there to use up some of these papers. I like this one a lot. I don't know. Let's see. I'd hate to cover too much, but by the same token, let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and kind of a real thin 5th. So this kind of needs to be between. I actually kind of want the snowflake to the inside. Let me see if I do that. I could use this in between. And then that and that, maybe. And then I'll need I need a white piece of cardstock, y'all. I'm going to have to go get a piece of cardstock. This is really cute, too, though. We'll have to see about that. I'll get my white piece of cardstock. Now, there's stitching on that. I'm not going to do stitching. We're not going to worry about it. And then, like I said, I'm going to have to do these 3 pictures as opposed to 2. And then, of course, I have the little embellishments I'll get into. Let's see. Oh, and she has a border strip across. And obviously, Hip Kit has tons of border strips. So I can definitely cut something. If I don't already have one, oh, like this is cute. This blue. We'll see. If I don't already have one, I have tons of Hip Kit's strips. Let's see. Oh, these are cute. Oh, it says Cozy Adventures. Getting around to the stuff we never have time for. Oh, here's some snowflakes. That can work. She's got like a bicycle on hers. The title's up there. Do I have a title? Happy Life. I don't want to use that for this. That doesn't really make sense. We'll see. I might have to go find a title. But anyway, so let me do a little cutting. I'm going to obviously mount these. They used to color cardstock because, of course, it's on white cardstock on the top. So let me see what I can find out there. So let me do a little cutting, and I'll be back on in a second. Okay, so I've got all my papers layered there, and I definitely had to get into my stash for a piece of solid cardstock. I was trying to use another pattern where you kind of see, you can see it on the left-hand side, there's like a little sliver of like a little aqua cardstock, and I kept trying to use a piece of pattern paper, but it was just way too many patterns. It definitely needed that little break. So I've cut down I don't know that I noticed this initially, but I noticed that the squares where the little triangles and stuff were actually was matted on a larger piece, the 12 by 12. And I go, oh shoot, I got to cut that down. So I've cut down that piece to 10 by 10. And now I'm going to come up, I'm not cutting these initially. I'm going to glue these down in the order that I saw the original. So here's that piece of cardstock I just mentioned. I think it's just an old, I'm not even sure what it is. It's textured, so it may be a basil. No, that doesn't have a branding strip on it. Honestly, it's probably AC cardstock. I just took over one of the papers and just kind of matched the color. So I'm just doing the little bottom corner also because I don't yet know exactly how I'm going to cut these. I kind of have a sense of it, but I'm just gluing them down to make the little angle piece here. And this takes me just a second. And then honestly, I'm just going to take my scissors in a minute and cut the outside pieces outside that 10 by 10 piece. And you'll see what I mean. I'm going to flip it over and you see how I got that like a L. So I'm going to take my scissors and just cut these. So I'm going to end up with basically a bunch of scrap L's of different sizes. And I'll have to make it a layout out of that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll have to figure that out because I want to finish this kit. I have basically 2 more pieces of paper. I've really got to finish this kit, y'all. It's a year old. And I don't mind a year old stuff if it's like, I hate to say this, like stash stuff, like Vicki Boutin's collections. They're so large, you know, I usually end up having, and plus they kind of, I don't know why hip kit. I guess because it's by month. In my head, I go, if you get something by month, you need to use it up. And that's why I guess I get so anxious about having something kind of old. So I'm going to cut this corners off here. And now I've got my little piece. Now I've got to take my little white cardstock. Now what I had done here is I folded it in half and I was really proud of myself because I had a perfect little diagonal. And then I realized, well, now I've got to be a 10 by 10. So I kind of have to think, okay, wait, I got to make sure I cut this where I end up with my corners still the folded piece. So I do this and I go, oh shoot, I have to cut off just a little more. Where do I cut it? And I'm looking at it, I'm going, okay, wait, here's where I cut it. It took me just a second. And then I'll just use my scissors to cut along that diagonal. Another trick I've done is to fold it over and then use like a little water, like a little Q-tip or something to wet it and then tear it. And that'll turn out pretty decent. But I did not have any Q-tips up here and I didn't really want to mess with it. So I just cut it by hand. And it's okay. I will take my little scufferator thing though in a second because the edge is not perfectly straight. And I'll scuff it just to make it look, you know, not so like accidentally not straight. Make it a little more purposeful. I will tell you at the end of this, I don't hate it. But I don't know if I love this layout, and it has nothing to do with what's going on so far, other than I think I probably should have taken a pen or something, and where she had stitching, I should have like outlined it or something, because it does feel a little unfinished to me. But that's not really why I don't know if I love it. When I started embellishing, she had some florals, which is fine. That looked really pretty. My photos are a different size, which I mentioned to you. So I end up with a little bit different balance. So here's my photos. I've mounted them on that turquoise or the aqua little cardstock, so I thought that looked best. I don't really hate this, but I do think I lose a lot of my little snowflake pattern that I loved. And so it's a little bit sad. I'm starting to cover it all up. I did remember, oops, you know, there's a horizontal shelf there, and luckily one of the branding strips was just kind of a simple little rainbow, so it looked pretty. I'll glue these down. I don't use any foam, I don't think. Yes, I do. Maybe I do in the middle. I don't remember, y'all. This was yesterday. I'm doing this voiceover the day after. I'm going to put these here. Again, I don't hate it, but I will say I don't know if I love it a lot because, again, I'm kind of covering up the whole triangle aspect of that bottom right corner, and I think I lose a little something. Yeah, I do put foam behind it. I do lift that up. And then the other thing that I do that I can't decide if I love or not, is I add the trees. And I do the trees because, of course, one of the pictures is a tree with ice all over it, and I thought I needed the trees. I do that. You'll see that in just a second. But I also bring in, there's like little frames, like little stickers that are almost snowflakey frames, and I bring those in too. I do like my title, I'm not going to lie. I think the title's cute. I did end up using Happy Winter. I'll spell the winter out with the silver letters. And then Happy was on the chipboard piece, or maybe it was foam actually. No, I can't remember if it's foam or chipboard. But I'll put that over the winter and it becomes Happy Winter. And I kind of do like that. I think this looks kind of cute actually. Let's see what else I got going on here. That's going to take me I kind of have to organize this because it's a little crooked. I'll fix it, but it takes me a minute too. And by the way, Saturn pops up in here at some point because she kind of had to get all my business. So the winter looks really cute. I do bring in the snowflakes, and that may be where I go. I'm not certain. And you guys, you're always so kind, and you never tell me, Christine, that looks like crap. And I don't say, again, I hate to say that because it's not like it looks like crap. I just don't know. At the end of the day, I look at my embellishments. I go, I'm not sure about you. Okay, so Happy Winter. Here's my trees. I start messing with these trees. And like I said, I did this on, oh wait, oops, this says Let It Snow. I have to poke all these little holes out because I wanted that on there because it was snowing, and I probably won't use that just too much other times. I don't hate this either. I'm trying to get these little holes out, you guys. So sorry, you guys. I had to stop the recording because I was actually with my daughter at her shop, and I was going to help her this morning, and the door opened. If you heard the little doorbell there. So anyways, I got my little Let It Snow down there, and I started messing with these trees, and I don't know. They just seem to be kind of taking up too much space or something like that where this little snow is, or the little sign is. So I actually end up moving those trees. I will put trees there, but those are the large ones, and I'll end up moving those. I do like this little phrase that says embracing winter fun. So I kind of lay that over those trees there. I think about moving the Let It Snow down to the bottom because she did kind of have a visual triangle on the design for the embellishments. And I'm just thinking, you guys, I'm really just thinking because I'm not certain right now. I'm really kind of still not certain. And I see these little stickers that look like lace, I guess, or like little lace frames or something. And that's when I realized, okay, these trees are too big over there. Let me move them down. I think, yeah, that's about where they end up. I don't think, they're about right there. I'll kind of layer those, make them look like a little forest. And then I decide on the right-hand side, well, do I do it yet? I'm not certain, you guys. I go and put You Let It Snow back over there. I think she had a little something over there. I'm trying to remember what it was now. Can't swear on it. I do leave my little phrase, embracing winter fun, down there. This is where I think to myself, okay, she kind of had some florals, like I said, coming out underneath in her embellishment clusters. And I thought, well, maybe I can use these little frames. And I'll be honest with you, this took me a minute because I had to pull all the little middles out. So now you can kind of see I've got the little frames down underneath the lower left down there. I got some in the upper left. Oh, and I guess I missed it. I'm so sorry. I pulled off stickers that were trees on the little trees were stickers on the sheet. And I pulled those off, and I have 3 small ones on that right side where I had the big ones. And then I got a couple of smaller ones in the upper left by the title. And then I go, well, okay, the whole point, I should say the whole point, but I really like these foil snowflakes. And so I'm just going to start peeling these off and sticking these around. On the right side, I feel like I kind of ran out of room because this is what I mean. Okay, so here's where I'm struggling. And I'll just tell you guys, I feel like I have trees, I have snowflakes, I have little lacy frames. And I'm not 100% sure they feel very cohesive. Even though the color scheme is right, it all came in the same kit. I'm not convinced. So I don't know. Like I said, it's not like I hate this layout. It's not like I'm just struggling with it. So, and Miss Saturn, man, she was going to help me. She says, put it here, put it here. I'll end up with like a couple of bigger snowflakes, and then I'll pull out they look like little North Stars. And I'll kind of sprinkle those around a little bit too. I don't use any mixed media or anything like that on this. It's pretty simple layout from that perspective. Like I said, I should have taken a pen around the outside of the white. But on the other hand, I don't really hate that either because it's not overwhelming. So here's me looking at these stickers again. I do find one little flower, and not sure what made me do this, but I stick that up underneath that snowflake on that right-hand side. I think I felt like the corner of that Let It Snow was kind of pokey, and I just felt like I needed to do something. I'll look at these stickers some more, but I don't really, I pulled Today out. That's the other sticker I pulled out. But that's basically it, you guys. So I really appreciate you watching. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I hate it. I'm not really sure about this one. I guess it's okay. I think the Pinterest was beautiful. I think I just tweaked it a little more than I might should have. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Make sure you check out below. We should have a list of folks playing along. In December, it may be a little bit tricky because, of course, people are on holiday and that sort of thing. So I don't know at this point how many are playing. But do check out anybody else that is playing on. This is a great challenge, this Pinterest challenge here. So y'all have a lovely day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.